Good morning. Today I thought we would do kind of what I'm eating today. You guys asked me for this a lot. I'm going to put away the fall stuff and take out the Christmas stuff. I already did a lot of it yesterday because the day after Thanksgiving, that's kind of my tradition because I can't wait to get it out. And I don't want you to see my blender because it's got that hard water on it and it looks bleh. This smoothie that I've made 100 times already, but I have gotten feedback that you like that repetition because you see that I'm doing it and it makes you feel like you can do it too. I love my smoothies. I can't get enough of these smoothies. They're so good. And so all I put in here, I'm doing the wild blueberries from Trader Joe's, super greens from Costco, some almond milk to make it creamy, and some ginger. I already put a nub of ginger. This is a great trick in the winter. Well, I love the taste and I do it year round. But in the winter, it's sometimes hard, especially if you're doing that all raw, which I'm not right now, but if you're doing the all raw, that spice really helps. Because in the winter when it's cold, sometimes it can be hard to drink the cold stuff. And the way I make my smoothies, I make them super frozen, like a shake. Yum. Ah, so good. I never get tired of these. Okay, so we're gonna do Christmas tree. We're gonna do some kind of lunch. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It'll be an adventure. I have a goal actually to read. I'm reading this book, Winter Solstice. It's pretty cozy. And I've learned recently that reading is considered like one of the best ways to rest and how important rest is for our rejuvenation. It's super, super important to rest. And reading lets you do that. It also is really good for your brain. So I'm making an effort to read more instead of listening to podcasts while I'm being busy. Like if I could just read 15 minutes to half an hour a day, I think that would be really great. And then when you rest, you're way more productive. And I like that. And I like giving my body what it needs. So, and some of my favorite stuff to do is my cozy little household stuff. I take great pleasure in taking care of my house and doing all those mundane things that people don't like to do. I love doing that stuff. And the decorating is especially fun. Cheers. All right, I don't know how productive my day is going. Not very productive, a little bit productive, but not, that much. I'm taking it really slow. I think I'm just kind of exhausted from the holiday. And I'm also not hungry because I ate a couple days of the holiday food and now I'm just like not hungry. So this is an oldie but goodie. This is just, we're just gonna do some quickie guacamole with these things. Do you know about these? These are from Costco. They're super cheap. Keep them in the freezer and you always have avocado. It's awesome. And then my favorite, some cauliflower. We're just gonna make some florets. This may shape up to be an all raw day because I just don't have an appetite. In fact, today is so uneventful. I may split this up into 2 days. Look, I usually put my hair back. I know it doesn't look as good down, but I like wearing it down sometimes. My hair actually looks better short, but I like having long hair, especially now that it's all gray. It may not look as good, but it makes me feel kind of like a sage or a crone or some wild woman in the forest. Always with the red onions. And I got some red pepper. I'm gonna put some of that in there too. It gives, jalapenos would be really good. I don't have any of those right now. And I got some cilantro. So this is pretty good. So yeah, it's like all I've had so far is that smoothie and tea. Of course there's been tea. I don't have any lime, so I'm gonna use lemon. If I had lime, I would put some zest on here because I love the lime zest. Any kind of citrus zest. Ooh, I've got grapes and I've got oranges. I think today's gonna end up being a raw day. And my body's telling me I should rest. And that book is calling to me and I know I should be doing that. So I might give in to that. And then probably tomorrow I'll be extra productive. This isn't pretty, but it's gonna taste delicious. Cilantro smells so good. I'm excited to be eating this. All right, a little salt and pepper. This is the next thing. I'll see you for the next thing I eat. I haven't even cleaned up my mess yet, and I'm in here getting an orange. And I just wanted to share with you, do you ever try to make your own tea? I made this last year, and it was just so blah. I really like just ordering the teas from the people who know what they're doing. But today, I added some, it's black tea with cinnamon chips and orange, what do you call that? Orange zest. And there's something else in here too. I think it's ginger and some ginger, and it just didn't, none of those flavors came out enough for me. So I added today some vanilla and some orange flavoring, you know, like the extract, and it brought it to life more. So it's pretty good. Tell me if you've ever tried. I've looked online for recipes and stuff, and I don't know what's different about the flavorings that I get, which are really good in all the other stuff I make. But whenever I've tried to make my own teas, it's just not that great. But this was good. I think for sure today is gonna be a raw day. My appetite is like, and that'll give my body a chance to rejuvenate. I think it's good anytime you just breeze through a day and you're raw, just let it go for the whole day is what I think. And that way it's like a really easy raw day. If you are not diabetic or whatever, not medical advice, today, like it's 4 o'clock and I don't even know, I can't even tell you what I've done today. It's just not much. All right, I just want to clean up my kitchen. And when you have a cauliflower head out like this, I strongly recommend just chopping the whole thing up and putting it in one of these. I'll link them below. I like them because they stack and they don't take up much space in the fridge. And it's just a really good size. And when you have your cauliflower and your stuff, everything but onions, I don't prep onions because they doesn't work for me. Like they get really strong. They make the refrigerator smell like onions. I've never had good luck with that. But stuff like this, and then you just dump it on your salad and it's already chopped. And that's gonna come in really handy during the week for me when I just am short on time. So this, usually I put it all over the salad. I make that tofu salad with the, I was gonna make for you today that using that leftover spice that I'm totally crazy about at Trader Joe's that I just discovered. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. I mean, it's basically the same salad I always make with that instead of the turmeric twist. I love spices so much. I love spices. I'm so grateful that we all have access to these. We live like kings. You know, cinnamon used to take 6 years of a normal person, well, not a normal person, a soldier's salary at one point in history. 6 years to just have a little tiny bit of cinnamon, the equivalent of 6 years work. And we all have it in our pantry and it's like a couple bucks at the store. I think that's so cool. And salt. There's so many things that we have that, you know, you had to be a king to have before. They're very wealthy. I mean, even running water is pretty awesome. I mean, hot water, a turn of the faucet and we get hot water anytime we want. That's amazing. My little teapot, you can probably hear it in the back. I mean, anytime I want hot tea, press the button, bam, I got the hot tea. It's so cool. I think it would be cool. There's a YouTube channel that I've been watching lately and she's got a faucet. She lives in England. They got different stuff, but she has a faucet where she turns it on and the hot water comes out of the faucet. I have a really cool, I don't know if you've ever noticed my faucet before, but my faucet is a reverse osmosis faucet, all in one. Half of it's reverse osmosis and half of it is tap water. And I have that so that I could only have one hole in the countertop so that, I don't know, I just think it looks nice. What would be really cool, I'm super happy with the one I have, is having one like she has that also has reverse osmosis. But if they take the fluoride out of the water supply, like they're talking about doing everywhere, they're doing it like all those studies came out about IQ and how the fluoride lowers IQ. So a bunch of states have started getting rid of it. I mean, this information was out there years, decades ago. But for some reason, it's been a talking point lately. And so some states have already removed it. I mean, I've lived in states where they did, well, I've lived in not states. I've lived in towns where they didn't do it. The last place I lived did not have fluoride. And I still filtered my water because I had other stuff in it. But the reverse osmosis, I like that you're filtering out. Where I'm at, the water's pretty good except ewg.org. If you want to know about your water supply, you want to know what's in it, they have a section on water where you can put your zip code and it'll tell you what's in your water, like one by one, every single thing that's in it. And it's pretty eye-opening. But where I'm at now fluoride was my concern about the water. Why am I talking about this? Oh, because of how we live like kings. We live like kings with the running water. Yeah, my homemade flavored tea is nowhere near as good as the stuff I buy. I really want a coconut. Actually, I got some coconut. I haven't tasted it. I got, for Black Friday, I got some. I made a big tea runners. That's the one I've been talking about so much. That one and Sip Herbals for the dandelion tea. That's dark like coffee. I'm obsessed with those two brands right now. And so for Black Friday, I made a big tea runners order because they got me hooked on that pumpkin, the salted pumpkin caramel. It's so good. And I love the flavored stuff. So I got that, and I got some green rooibos that is coconut flavored. I've never had green before. I don't know what it's gonna be like. I'm super excited to try it. Coconut is one of my favorite flavors, but it makes me feel so abundant to have all these teas that I have all the time. It's just my little luxury, but I can never make them as good as when I buy them as far as flavor. So that was some really easy food prep. I'll be back for the next thing. I just got back in from outside. It's so crisp. I love this time of year so much. That brisk, crisp, smells like fireplace kind of weather. Oh, love it. Today was I'm gonna listen to my body day. So I hardly ate anything. I just had the smoothie. I've had 2 oranges. What was the other thing I had? Oh yeah, I had the cauliflower with the guac. And now I'm gonna have some grapes, and that's it for today. It's like 7 o'clock. I really wasn't hungry at all today. And I'm just listening to my body. And I didn't do the tree, but we'll do that tomorrow for sure. And I made this. So have you heard about this lentil tofu everyone's talking about? I guess it's Burmese tofu. It's made with red lentils. So I just made this. We'll try it tomorrow and see if it's any good. You just cube it up like you would tofu, and it's not tofu. And it's good to give your body some variety. I could eat tofu every day. I love it. But I break it up with beans and stuff. I love lentils, but I guess it's known as Burmese tofu. So maybe we'll check this out. And I didn't film making it because I don't know how this is gonna be, but it looks good. And I've seen other videos of it. It looks good. So we'll see. I'm gonna have these organic red grapes, and I'm gonna cozy up with my book that I have not read yet, but I'm gonna do it now. And yeah, it was a little bit productive, but it's been a really chill day. It went by like that. I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.